Hey everyone, if you're looking to pass a prop firm challenge or even just looking to become a more profitable trader, then I suggest you watch this video because this is a quick little tip that I've been using and I'm really liking. I remember seeing a video on this a few years back and it completely changed the way that I looked at trading, specifically on the Friday. Okay, so in order to do this strategy, you need to go to the weekly chart every Friday morning. And every Friday, this seems to happen. So it's an easier way, in my opinion, to sort of see the daily bias and see where the price is going to be going. So the price is currently at $3,714. But if you look at the top of the wick of this weekly candle, the price is 3,791. That is the highest that gold has went to this week. And what usually happens on the Friday is that it will retrace to wherever the highest point it was. And every Friday after the New York market opens, it seems like in most cases, it goes towards where the highest point it was for the week. So here's the rules. If it's a green candle, so it's in a bullish trend, it should retrace towards the highest point of the week. So the highs for the week, if it's in a bullish pattern, the highs for the week, it should, after the New York market open, reverse and start to turn towards the highest point of this weekly chart, the wick of it. Now, if the market was in a bearish trend and the weekly candle is red, then it should retrace towards the lowest point of the week. So just think, whatever the weekly candle is, whatever the wick is at the top or the bottom, mark out that point of price because that's going to be your target. It might not go all the way to where that price actually is, but it should go towards this region. And to prove what I'm saying right here, what we'll is go down to the 1 hour chart and we'll look at the price every Friday. So if you come down towards here around the New York market open, you can see that the price was 3,647. And if you look at the price for the week, since Tuesday, it's been in a bearish trend. It's been in a bearish pattern. But what it did on that Friday, as soon as the New York market opens, it retraces towards the highest week. So if you look at the week of Monday, the 8th of September, the highest point of the week was 3,670 something. And we'll go down to the 1 hour candle. And you can see on this Friday, it wasn't as much of a massive jump as you could see in the previous weeks that we just looked at. But around New York market open, the price was at 3,640 and then retraces towards just towards where the highest point is. And we look at the week previous to that, we look at the weekly candle just really quickly. We can see that the top of the wick was 3,598. If we then go down to the hourly chart and look at this Friday, you can see just before the New York market opened on this Friday, it was at around 3,550, and then it jumps up to around 3,597. So I think it's important to sort of share this tactic because it's really helped me a lot on these Fridays. So you can see we've looked at literally every single week in September for gold, and every single time price has started to come back around the New York market open on the Friday towards the highest point. So in my opinion, this makes trading on a Friday so much easier because you know which way the price is going to go as long as you can read the weekly chart and as long as you know that it's going to go towards wherever that wick is. So it's bullish, then we're going to buy into the trade around the New York market open. It's bearish, we're going to sell into the trade around the New York market open. And this makes it so much easier because some days when you're trading on like a normal weekday that's not a Friday, it can be hard to actually determine the daily bias. So every Friday, it cuts that out. You know exactly which way that the price is going. It's all about finding the right entries. And this worked on the last Friday of August. On gold, if you go into the weekly chart, then check it out for yourself. You can go into the hourly chart. The price moves exactly the same way every single Friday on gold. So for today's trade, what I'm going to be looking at around New York market open, obviously we've got to find the perfect entry. So in order to do that, what I'd have to do is mark out all the highs and lows of the hourly session, the 4 hourly session, and then around New York market open, as soon as it touches one of those levels and starts to show like it's reversing towards the top of the chart right here, so this 3,790 region, that's when I will enter. So that's pretty much everything. I don't really want to overcomplicate this video because it's really quite simple to find exactly which way the price is going to be going on gold every single Friday. And I don't really want to start adding more to it because it's quite a simple way to do it. I don't want to overcomplicate it. But if you've got any questions on this, please leave them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and it helped you, please leave a like and make sure you subscribe to us for more trading content. Thank you for watching the video.